Hello everyone, I'm Alicia. Welcome to my Beautiful Nights channel. For this tutorial, I'm going to be remaking a necklace that I already have a video on. I did it some time ago, not too long ago. And what happened was I got a subscription from the Czech Beads exclusive monthly subscription box, and a lot of the beads in that box were the same beads that I used in that necklace. And so I told you guys that I could remake the necklace, but in the beads from the box, and a lot of you wanted me to do it. And the other option I had was to make a ring using this YinYang bead here, and so I thought I would do both, and I just asked you guys opinions, and everybody was like, redo the necklace or make a ring. It was kind of like tied. So anyways, I tried making a ring out of this, and it can be done, but basically all that I was going to do is just put beads around the edge here, and then I realized, oh my gosh, these leaf beads would look so cool. It would be a yin-yang flower. I tried doing it, it looked really neat, but the beads would not stay in place. These leaf beads, because of how they're made and because of how I had to stitch this, they were spinning and they were just all over the place, and I could not get it to work. I tried it multiple times, and so I decided to remake the necklace but put this bead in the necklace. Now this bead here, I have to tell you, I thought it was painted when I got it, right? But after looking at it and working with it, I realized it is not painted. This is two colors of glass put together. And putting it up to the light, looking in the hole, you could see the white inside. And it's just really amazing. You can really tell by putting it up to like a light that it's made with two different colors of glass. It's really incredible. It's kind of like a Z bead. So anyways, this here will be the centerpiece of our necklace. I'm going to go ahead and tell you the list of materials. So to make this necklace, you will need to cut 8 feet of 8-pound fireline. I'm using crystal because I'm using clear beads and I could see my thread through the beads, so I want it to be white thread. And you're also going to need a size 10 beading needle. You will also need 52 4mm bicone beads. You will need 18 3mm fire polish beads, these are Czech fire polish, and 40 3mm druks, these are clear, 22 3mm druks in black, 20 3mm druks in white, 11 4 by 6mm Czech teardrops, 10 9 by 9mm Czech leaf beads, 1 14mm 2-hole bead, this is a coin bead by the way, and 11 seed beads, and I'm using Czech. You can also use Miyuki, but this here worked great with Czech, either or will work though. And you're going to need jump rings for the sides of the necklace, chain, and a clasp. So that is the list of materials, and remember I will put the list of materials down there in the description bar. And in case you didn't get this box and you really like this design, I will have links for all of these beads individually down there in the description bar, so you can remake this same piece for yourself. Alright, just like in my original design, we're going to start off with right angle weave, and I'm going to pick up a 4mm bicone. Now in my original I did alternate bicones and rounds, but I didn't have 4mm rounds in this box, so I just used the bicones, what I had available. So I'm doing a 4mm bicone, a 3mm round clear, and then a 4mm bicone, and another round that's clear, 3mm. Okay, so alternating the sizes and colors, sliding this down. I'm going to leave a 6-inch tail, so I'm just going to measure my tail here, find a 6-inch mark like this, slide my beads down, pass my needle through all of the beads. I'm not tying a knot here because I will have to go back through these beads, and if I tie a knot here, I'll have trouble later on trying to get back through this area with a knot. Okay, so just like that, I'm going to take the needle and pass through the 4 to create a complete circle. And passing through here twice is kind of like doing a stopper bead, because we've gone through twice. So it's actually 7 inches, but that should be okay, because I do think I have a little bit more thread to be safe for this project. Alright, so I'm going to stop right there, pull that tight, I'm going to hold this in place, and I'm going to make another section over here. Again, I'm going to pick up a clear, a black, and a clear. Only 3 beads this time, because I already have one here. And then I'm going to go down through this black bead, pull all the tail through. Okay. And then, which one did I just add? I just added this one. So I'm going to go in this direction. I'm going to go through the clear bead. Okay. Pull my tail out. And then go through the black bead. Okay. And then what I do is I pull this tail here tight, so it tightens this up. Okay. And then I hold it between my fingers, the beads, and I pull all of my tail through, so that doesn't loosen up on me. So now I have this. Okay, and I'm going to be adding a third color now. So I have 2 clears, and this time I'm going to add a 3mm Czech fire polish bead that is white, and then a bicone, and then another white bead. And by the way, I think I had exactly the right amount for some of these beads here. I think these here that I had 1 extra bead left, but there was no hole in it. It was a defective bead, so I lucked out with that. And I think I used the exact amount that I had in a bag of this one and the clear one. I think there's a few of them like that I lucked out on. So I'm gonna go down through here. Now that's with this box. So if you don't have the box but you love this necklace and you want to remake it, you would go buy the beads, and you would get more buying the beads outright than buying the subscription box. Okay, so I pulled that down like that, and again I'm going to pass through this bottom bead, and then through this one, grab this tail here, pull that tight, hold the beads between my fingers, and pull all of my tail through. Oh, there was also one yin-yang bead. Okay, now I have this. Make sure it's tight. I'm going to go back to the clear now. So it's going to be clear, black, oops, and clear. Like this, and I'm going to go down this bead. Pull all this through. Okay. And again, I'll go through the clear and the black. Pull this thread to tighten up my stitch, and then grab my needle and pull all of the tail through. Like that. Okay, and then I'm going to do clear again, and then my 4mm and clear. Go down through the black, through the clear, through the black bead. Okay, and then pull this tail here tight. Then grab my needle and pull all of this through. Alright, there we go. That's what I have so far. Now I'm going to pick up a 3mm white, my 4mm black, and my white 3mm Czech fire polish. By the way, there were 2 different shades of white in the box. You'll see that if you're using the box like I am. So through that bead there. You can do whatever you like. Pick one, whichever you like. Pull that tight, like that. Okay. Take the needle, go through this white bead, then through the black, and it loosened up on me, it always does, so I come back and I pull this tail here tight, okay, and then grab the needle and pull all of my thread through, just like this. And I just did the white, so now I'm going to go back to the clear. A clear, a black, and a clear. So see how I have 2 clear, a white, 2 clear, a white. I repeat this all the way through the piece. Going through the black bead there, Okay, then through the clear, through the black, grab this thread, pull that tight, grab the needle, pull all the thread through, like this. Okay, I have to do clear again because we need clear twice. Clear, black, and clear. Like this, through this bead. And then through the clear, through the black, pull this thread tight, then pull all the tail through, and now I have this. Okay, so I left off there with 2 clear, so 2 clear, white, 2 clear, white, 2 clear. I have to do white again. So this is pretty much it. I'm going to keep going and doing this stitch, and I'll come back and show you how much you will need to make your necklace. Alright, I'm back, and I'm going to explain this here, why I have it this way. So I'm going to zoom in to do that. So looking here, I have 2 clear, a white, 2 clear, right, repeated throughout this whole thing. Well, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 groups of white. The center one, right here, later on, I'm going to put, I think that's middle, yeah, right here is the center, so right here, right in here will be my YinYang bead, okay? Now, right here where you see these groups of clear, that's where I'm going to put a leaf bead. So if you want to make this necklace and you're doing it out of your own bead stash, I'm kind of laying out for you. So right here, where I have all these groups of 4 clear, there will be a leaf bead. Okay? Just like that. There will be one here. Okay, and then there will be 5 again on this side. So that is my pattern. So let's go ahead and do the end here. Now this is the last time I'm going to be down here at this end. So I'm going to pick up my beads, and then I'm going to reinforce it because I'm not coming back down to this direction. I think I'm not. No, I'm doing it here and then I'm going down that way. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to pick up 7 11 seed beads, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Boy, my electricity is really messing up. There's 7 through here. Lots of power surges. Okay, and then I'm gonna go back through all of these again. I have to reinforce this, and I'm gonna reinforce it like 3 times. Okay, so going back through all the beads, and then back down through the bicone. That's 2 paths. Okay, that's what it looks like. And now I'm going to go through a 3rd time. Like that. Right, we're reinforced 3 times. Now what I'm going to do, coming out of the seed beads, I'm going to go down through the bicone. Just like that. Okay, and we're going to be going in this direction, making our loops. I'm going to pick up 2 11s, just like that, a black 3mm, an 11, and then a white 3mm, and then an 11, and a bicone, 11, a teardrop, and then repeat the pattern but backwards, seed bead, bicone, seed bead, a 3mm white, seed bead, okay, and then a black 3mm, and then 2 seed beads. Just like this. Slide those down. I'm coming out here. I'm going to go up through this bicone to make my loop. Now last time I made this necklace, I did not have teardrops at the bottom, but I really like how it looks with them. Okay, now I'm going through this clear, and then I'm coming down through the bicone, and I'm going to add my leaf bead. Pull that tight, put it down, pick up 3 seed beads like this, and you have to make sure that you pick the leaf beads up the same way every time. So what I do is I pass through the back of the leaf. There's a front and back, and I slide this down. I need to pick up 3 seed beads though. Okay, there's my 3. Sliding this all down like that. Okay, I take the needle and I go up through the bicone, and I try to make sure that all these beads are down here so that I don't have issues with the beads falling and going all crazy on me. And I'm going to flip that. It's trying to flip on me like this, and pull that tight. Okay, see that there? Isn't that pretty? And we're going to be doing this all the way to the middle of the bracelet, and then that's where we'll be adding the yin-yang, which is really neat how I figured out how to do that. I like that a lot. So I just went through the clear bead here. I came up to this bicone, and then I went this way. I'm going to go back down through this bicone. I have to reposition my needle. I'm going to go through this white bead, okay, and then I'm going to go up through this bicone. Now I have to be coming out in this direction to add my loop, and I can't because I just did that, so I'm coming out the top here. So that means I'm going to have to add my leaf bead next, so I'm going to go through the clear now, and then I'm going to weave down through this bicone. Pull that tight, and then pick up 3 seed beads, pick up my leaf bead again through the back side of the leaf, 3 seed beads, 2, and there's 3, slide them all down, okay, and then go up through this bicone. Try not to pierce my threads that I have there. Pull it tight. Now I have to go back because I have to add my loop, so I'm going to go through this clear. Okay, now this time I'm going to be coming out the bottom of the bicone, so straight down. Pull this tight. Make sure that leaf there is tight enough. Okay, like this. I'm going to be remaking this loop. So that is 2 seed beads, a black 3mm, a seed bead, a white 3mm, a seed bead, a black bicone, a seed bead, teardrop, seed bead, bicone, seed bead, white bead, seed bead, and then a black, and then 2 seed beads. Just like that. And then up through, coming right here, going around this leaf, I'm going to come up through this bicone. Like that. And then I have to go follow the path of the right angle weave, you know. And then I have to go down like that. Okay, pull this tight. I'm going to pick up a loop of beads again, same pattern. Alright, there's my pattern. I'm sliding that down my needle. I'm coming out here. I have to go up through this bicone. So I'm skipping the middle one, because the middle, that's where our leaf is going to be sitting. So up through that one there, like this. And then I have to go back to that center bicone to add my leaf. Go through the clear, and then down through the bicone. Pull that tight. Pick up 3 seed beads, a leaf, go through the center, well, through the back of the leaf is what I'm trying to say, and then 3 seed beads. And I am having an issue with my camera tripod. It's broken, and I'm trying to use it. I did buy a new one, but it's not doing what this one's doing. So, yeah, I'm trying to make this work. Okay, pick that up just like this. I'm going to pull this tight again. And then go through this bicone. Hold that leaf bead there in place. And pull all the tail through. Like that. And then go through this clear bead. Down through this bicone. Make sure you pull it tight. And then I have to go through this white bead, and then up through this bicone. Okay, now I'm going up. That means I have to add my leaf. So I have to continue, go through the next clear bead, down through this black one. Usually it's like, if you leave off adding a leaf, the next thing you're going to do is add a leaf. You do it twice in a row. And then if you leave off doing a loop, you're going to add a loop again. You have to do like two in a row. You're doing it in pairs. Okay, down here, pick up 2 seed beads. 1 and 2 and 3. 3 seed beads. I don't know why I said 2. 3. And then a leaf again. Going through the back of the leaf. Picking up 3 again. And sliding all of these down like that. Then go back up through the bicone, make sure that's sitting in the right place, and then I have to stitch back through this clear and come out the bicone because we have to add our loop. We didn't do that yet. Okay, this is what I have so far. We're not in the center yet. Right here's center. So I have to do my pattern of beads again. There's my pattern. Sliding them down. Going up through this bicone here. Then I'm going to go down through the white, or not down, but sideways through the white, and then down through this bicone. And I'll lay this down so you can see it all. This is what I have so far. So we're going to add another loop of beads again. Just like that. Go up through this bicone. And then through this clear. Down through the black bicone. We have 5 sections here, so we're almost to the center. And then I'm going to pick up 3 seed beads, my leaf, pick it up going from the back, 3 seed beads. Go through the bicone. I like to hold the leaf there in place, not let it slide down, because it flips and it twists my thread all up. It's very annoying. And now I'm going to go through this clear bead. Okay. And then I'm going to go down to the bicone, but this time I'm at the middle where I'm going to be adding my YinYang bead. So this time, instead of just going to the bicone, I'm going to go down to these side beads like this, and I'm going to come out through all these beads. I'm going to come out that seed bead that's right there before the bicone. Okay, coming out here, lay that back down, pull it tight. I'm going to pick up a bicone, a seed bead, a white bead, a seed bead, my yin-yang bead here. Now I did realize that, I'll slide these down, that's the beads I just picked up, slide this down. I did realize that one side of this was prettier than the other. Right here, this is broken, the pattern's broken, so I think I want this to be my front side. So I'm going to go down this hole, because I'm going to come up the other hole. So, oops, like this. Okay, that's how it's going to look. I'm going to pick up 2 seed beads, like that. Now I did want 3 teardrops down here, but I didn't have enough. One of my teardrops was defective, and I think I only had 12 in my bag. But since you're probably going to buy the materials to make this necklace, I'm thinking a lot of you are, if you're not subscribed to this box, I would do 3 teardrops down here. I think it would look better. So I'm just doing 1 because that's all I have, and then 2 seed beads, and then back up through the yin-yang bead. This is such a cool looking piece, I'm really liking it. And then pick up a seed bead, what am I supposed to do? Oh, this here. A seed bead, a round bead, a seed bead, a bicone. Now this seems strange, but I'm going to pick up part of my loop here, because I have to get ready to do the loop on this side. So I have this section done. Then I'm going to do a seed bead again, and then a white bead, and then a seed bead. Okay, so there's that, and then a black, and then 2 seed beads. Like this, to match this side, and then I'm going to go up through this bicone. Like this. I know this looks strange. It is a little confusing. Now I'm going to go to the left here, through this clear bead, pull the thread through. I'm going to go down through this black bead, like this. Okay, I'm going to add my teardrop, not teardrop, it's called a leaf. I'm going to pick up 3, my leaf. I'm going to go through the back of the leaf, 3 again, like that. Slide them all down. Go through this bicone, holding that leaf in place so my threads don't get all twisted. Okay, and then I'm going to go back through this clear, going back towards the yin-yang, because we have to complete this loop. We only did partial loop. Then I'm going to pass down through the bicone and out through these seed beads right here. Okay, because we have to match the other side. So I'm going through all of those beads. Careful, don't catch onto anything. Like this. And then I'm going to finish my loop. So on this side, if you look, we actually have 2 bicones touching. And then I have to pick up a seed bead. I had a second one jump on. And then a teardrop, a seed bead. Okay, it's going to be over here just like this. See how I'm mirroring this side? And then a bicone, a seed bead, a white bead, a seed bead, a black 3mm, and 2 seed beads. Like this. Okay, this is the rest of my loop. Coming out right here, I'm going around up through this bicone. Now, if you're like me and you're subscribed to the other boxes that I'm subscribed to, you're probably noticing that you're getting a lot of these 2-hole coin beads, and they usually give you 1 or 2 of them. So I was looking through my stash and I got some blue crackled ones. I have one that's like a blue and black target. I have one that's purple and black. You can use those too from other subscriptions. And there's so many different color options. And because you're only using one as a centerpiece, right here, I'm going to go through this way, you'll be able to make multiple pieces. Through there, down through this bicone. And I'm just going to be repeating the rest of this over here now, and I think I'm going to Alright, so I'm over here. I picked up my last loop coming out here. I'm going up through my last bicone right here. Laying this down. This is what I have. Now I do have, I think, an extra foot of tail left. I was unsure when I started this if I needed 7 or 8 feet, so I was just safe and I did 8, but it does look like I have an extra foot of tail. Alright, so coming out of the bicone, I'm going to pick up 7 seed beads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Is that correct? Yeah. Okay. I didn't wear my glasses today. Going through this bicone again, but in a loop like that. And then I'm going to reinforce this 3 times. Pulling it tight as I go around. Okay, that's my second pass. Right there. One more time. Then through these and back through that bicone. Okay, just want to lay it down real quick and show you what it looks like. It's really neat design. I really like it with this center bead here, and I feel like you can use any 2-hole bead in this section. I know that there's like, was it 2-hole, what were those things? They're not bars, they're really big. Those could be used. You can do this, how I did this here can also be done throughout the rest of the piece. It will take a lot more thread though, and you're gonna have to really try to figure out how to do this in between each one, but it's just gonna make the necklace look even cooler. Now let's finish this off. Last time I finished this necklace off, I was able to get my threads to come out of the same exact spot. So what I did is I tied them together. I put both of them on the needle, and then I tied both of them in at the same time, which is awesome. I can't always do that, but when I can, I do it because it saves on time. So right now, my working tail is coming out of this bicone here at the loop, and then this is my other tail. So I'm going to take my needle and I'm going to pass through this round bead. Okay, so now both of my tails have met up. Now I told you that I accidentally, well, I did it on purpose. I just wanted to make sure I had enough thread, so I cut 8 feet when I probably could have got away with, yeah, 7. I could have totally done 7 feet of thread. So I'm going to put these two tails together like this, so they're even, and cut my thread there. Okay, so I don't need this anymore. I have to tie my tails together before I put my needle on, so make sure they're not twisted. Okay, I'm going to do a surgeon's knot. I think I'm zoomed in. I am. There we go. Okay, I'm going to go over and under once, bring that knot down, over and under twice, bring that knot down. Okay, and then I'm going to put my threads together and pass them through this needle. You could pass them through at the same time or separate. Okay, right there they are. Just pull this straight so that my threads are in the same spot. My needle's in the same spot, my thread. Okay, now I'm going to sew my beads in. So I'm going to go down through this bicone. You know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to go, should I do that? If I go down, loop back up, then I can go this direction. I think I want to tie my knots in the loop, so I have to turn around here. Or can I go, let's see if I go down this way, this way, this way, this way. Oh, that should work. I'm going to go down through just the bicone, not any of the seed beads. Then this way, this way, this way, and then down through the loop. Okay, so I'm not going to tie any knots right here because I want to tie my thread in that loop of beads, because I feel like with these beads being clear and having these open corners, because this is right angle weave, my knots will be seen. So I'm gonna go to right here and tie my knots. Okay, so right here I'm in this loop of beads and I'm gonna tie my knots here. So I'm gonna go underneath here, make a loop, pass through it twice, and I'm going to tie my knot right in front of that 3mm bead. Right there. Go through these two, hide my knot, pull it in, tie another knot, and just keep going, using up my thread, tying up as many knots as I can. It's going to be very secure. Okay, through these two. And then I'll tie another knot in front of the bicone, and then another one in front of the teardrop, and I just go all the way around. I weave up through here, tying knots. Okay, then I come up here, tying no knots. Then back down here I could tie more knots if I have enough thread. And then I just go all the way through here, and I stay in this here, going through the loops like this to hide my thread. So that's pretty much it. I will finish my piece off, and then the next thing to do is to put on your 2 jump rings on each side right here, as much chain as you want, and then a clasp in the middle. And So this is it. It turned out so pretty. I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Remember, I will have links for these beads down there in the description bar in case you want to go get them for yourself and remake this pretty necklace. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please like this video, leave me a comment, subscribe if you want to see more of my videos, and make sure that you click the bell button so that you get notified whenever I upload new videos. And check me out on my social media sites. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. Thanks for watching.